Rain poured mercilessly over the city that night, blurring the golden glow of streetlights and washing away the last hope of another exhausting day. Amelia stood on the curb clutching her worn-out handbag, shielding her little boy under a broken umbrella. Her phone screen flickered, Uber arriving in 2 minutes. Her son Oliver tugged her sleeve. "Mommy, are we late again?" She smiled faintly, though her heart ached. "Just a few minutes, sweetheart. Mommy's new job will change everything." When a sleek black SUV stopped beside them, Amelia hurriedly opened the door, buckled Oliver in, and sighed in relief. "Thank you for coming so quickly," she said breathlessly. "Please take us to Harper Street, and sorry about the mess. My son had a little chocolate accident earlier." The man behind the wheel blinked, clearly surprised. Harper Street." "Yes, please," she said quickly, shaking the rain from her coat. "Traffic's bad tonight, right? But if you can take the shortcut near the park, that would help. Oh, and don't worry, I'll tip you." He chuckled under his breath. "A tip, that's new." She didn't notice the amused tone. She was too busy wiping chocolate from Oliver's fingers. As the car rolled forward, the man glanced through the rearview mirror, a small smile forming. He hadn't driven himself anywhere in years. His name was Ethan Cole, a 35-year-old self-made millionaire, CEO of one of the city's fastest-growing tech companies, and the very company Amelia was joining the next morning as a junior assistant. The mistaken ride. For the first time in a long while, Ethan found himself enjoying a simple, human moment, listening to Oliver's giggles and Amelia's tired yet kind voice. Her eyes reflected quiet strength, though her clothes were modest and her hands worn from hard work. When they arrived at a small, dimly lit apartment complex, Amelia dug into her purse. "How much do I owe you?" Ethan raised an eyebrow. "You really think I'm your Uber driver?" Amelia froze, color draining from her face. "I am so sorry. The app said I thought, oh my God, please don't be upset, sir. I didn't mean to." Ethan laughed softly. "Relax, no harm done. Just maybe check the license plate next time." She covered her face, mortified. "You must think I'm insane." "Not insane," he said, smiling. "Just human." He stepped out, helped Oliver with the door, and before leaving, handed Amelia a business card. "Maybe you'll find this useful someday." She looked at it. Ethan Cole, CEO, Horizon Technologies. Her eyes widened. Horizon Technologies, wasn't that the company I'm starting at tomorrow? But before she could speak, he was gone. The first day. The next morning, Amelia walked into the grand lobby of Horizon Technologies, nerves twisting her stomach. She needed this job, the rent was overdue, Oliver's school fees were piling up, and her mother's medical bills hadn't stopped coming. When the elevator doors opened on the top floor, she froze. Ethan Cole stood there, dressed sharply, confidence radiating from him. Their eyes met, recognition flickered. Her heart dropped. "Oh no," she whispered. He smiled slightly. "Miss, Uber passenger." She turned crimson. "Please, Mr. Cole, I didn't mean." He interrupted kindly. "Relax, Amelia. You were just being yourself. That's rare to see these days." That moment marked the beginning of something unexpected. Struggles and strength. Days turned into weeks. Amelia worked harder than anyone, often skipping lunch to meet deadlines. She never asked for sympathy, even when exhaustion shadowed her eyes. Ethan watched quietly, admiring her persistence. One evening, she fainted at her desk. He found her there, head resting against the keyboard, fatigue finally winning. He called his private doctor and had her sent home safely. The next morning, she woke to find a note on her table. "Your health matters more than any deadline. Take a day off. EC." For the first time in years, someone had shown her kindness without expecting anything in return. But whispers soon spread in the office, cruel, jealous ones. Some coworkers sneered, calling her the boss's favorite. Amelia felt trapped, caught between gratitude and shame. She decided to quit. When she handed in her resignation letter, Ethan stared at her. "Why?" Tears filled her eyes. "Because people think I'm getting special treatment. I can't have anyone question my integrity. I've worked too hard to lose it." Ethan leaned forward. "Amelia, do you think I care what they say? You've earned everything here. Don't let their insecurities steal your future." She looked up, surprised by the emotion in his voice. The turning point. Weeks later, the company prepared for a massive charity event. Ethan invited all staff, but Amelia refused, saying she couldn't afford a dress. That night, a box arrived at her door. Inside, a simple yet elegant gown and a card that read, "Every woman deserves to feel seen." At the gala, she looked radiant, nervous but beautiful. Ethan couldn't take his eyes off her. But amid the glamour, disaster struck. A presentation drive containing months of project data was lost just before a major investor pitch. Panic spread. Amelia remembered seeing Ethan's assistant accidentally swap drives earlier. Racing against time, she retraced every step and finally recovered it moments before the presentation. Her dedication saved the deal and the company's future. In front of everyone, Ethan announced, "This company stands today because of people like Amelia, people who never give up, no matter how hard life gets." The crowd erupted in applause. Love beyond status. Over time, their friendship deepened into something neither expected. Ethan admired her strength. She saw in him the humanity behind the wealth. But Amelia hesitated, afraid of mixing her heart with her boss's world. "You deserve someone who isn't broken," she whispered one night after dinner. Ethan took her hand. "You're not broken, Amelia. You're brave, and brave people build new worlds." Tears welled in her eyes. "I'm just a poor single mom, Ethan." He smiled softly. "And I'm just a man who was lucky enough to pick up the wrong passenger one rainy night." The message. Months later, Amelia became the head of community outreach at Horizon Technologies, leading programs that supported single mothers in need. Ethan and Oliver grew close, laughter filling the once quiet apartment. Amelia finally realized something profound. Sometimes life's greatest blessings arrive disguised as accidents. And as she looked at the city lights from her office window, she whispered, "Thank you for stopping that night."